Alright. Rachel, do you remember what did we go over last time?
Dex, do you need water?
We went over. You right, Dex? Now, do you remember last time when we were in class what we went over?
Nope.
We're talking a little bit about addition and subtraction equations, taking it from that verbal and making it into an algebraic expression. And just as a quick review, because as I went over the worksheets, everyone did pretty well on them, so we'll have to go over it too much. But I'm going to go ahead and write a verbal expression on the board, and then I want you.
I feel like we've done this a lot.
Yeah. But you know, and that's why it's going to be a quick review, okay? So I'm going to put it on here, and I want you to write it on your boards, and then convert it into an algebraic expression, okay? All right. So for the first one that we will write is m decreased by 15. M decreased by 15. So write it on your board. That's correct. Right. Or let's remember m decreased by. So which one would come first? Because that way, if it's written like that, would be
something like this.
Would be different.
Here.
So other way around.
No, because m decreased by. So it's like
M
Decreases minus.
minus.
yeah, but
So m
that sounds
minus.
confusing because it's like decreased by 15.
So it should be, so what's the answer? That, right?
So that
That's the answer.
So the first,
Okay.
so it'd be m decreased by 15. All right?
Decreased by.
It's being decreased by. All right. All right. One more, because let's do one more. Because a couple
Because like
people that was kind of
m
hard.
decreased by 15 would be like it's m.
It would have actually looked the same, right?
The hard one is less than, I think.
No, because like
Which one is the hard one? The less than or what?
m decreased by 15, wouldn't it be like m is getting minus away from decreased by
So M.
15?
No,
So
you're
it'd be
thinking
like-
of the other one. You're thinking
So
of
it'd
what's
be
the
We
other
can
50.
one.
do an example. We can do an example of that one.
The sum of x and I.
That would make sense.
You know, it's a problem when you come into a class and you get more confused than you were when you got here. Just saying.
We'll do an
I'm
example.
not confused.
One
It
that you're
just
talking
sounds
about.
like it would be like
It's less than that he's thinking of. Less than
no, 'cause like
6, less than
decreased
5.
Well, I'll put that one up.
being
Yeah.
decreased.
Okay, let's do this one. This might be kind of what you're
Is
talking
it no
about
on
next.
Friday?
So we're going to do 6 less than. We do 6 less than a number.
Yeah, we do.
I have all these and these.
All right, let's write this one on your board. 6, or convert this one into an algebraic expression. So we have it.
Less than a number.
So 6 less than a number.
So that would be
The way that you had it the first time. That's
that's
correct.
confusing.
That's right. Like this. Exactly.
Yours was,
Wait.
No, that's wrong.
hers,
No.
hers was backwards.
It's wrong.
They're wrong, Dan.
They're wrong.
6 less. 6
you
less.
need, you need to
6 less
explain
than a
that.
number.
Yeah.
So
Dan.
so you got a number is what we're going to be starting off with. Okay.
This is the tricky one. This is
This
when
is
you have
tricky.
to flip it.
And so just remember,
talking to?
we know that
That makes
You guys.
sense. Now I get it.
we know that less than is the minus, right?
There's like
Or we're subtracting, right? So we know that we're definitely going to have that.
So that works.
And it's saying that 6 is less than this right here.
yeah.
So if it's saying that, which number is going to come first?
And it is going to.
Is this right?
This. So we n minus what?
Awesome. Yeah, that makes sense.
N minus 6. Okay. So I'm sorry about that confusion. Now I was thinking of it kind of backwards, Dick. So thanks for saying that, because that helped all of us out there. So you had it exactly correct. Exactly. Good job. All right. So and today, we went over subtraction and addition last time. Just to kind of add to that, we're going to go over a review of multiplication and division. And so, who can tell me, what are some keywords, Dex, that would let us know that it's multiplication that we're dealing with? We're here, how about this? I'll help you out. Just go ahead and pass this around. And this looks similar to what we passed around last time, but this one has, this note has keywords that let us know that it's multiplication or division, okay?
Alright.
So, once you pass that around, and Dex, if you could just, once you get that, if you could just tell us some of the keywords for multiplication.
Product, times, of.
Exactly. And Cameron, after you pass one of those back to Natalie, thank you. What are some keywords for divide?
Who are you asking?
What are the keywords for divide?
Divide by half.
Quotient divided by half.
Exactly. So we're going to look at, when we do a couple of these examples, I'll go through the first one, and then just listen. I know you know some of these, but just pay attention on the first one as I go through, okay? So the first one I'm going to do, and you can actually write this on your board as I'm going through, okay? So we got the product of G and 18. The product of G and 18. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to explain this real quick because I know most of you are understanding this. But we got the product. Is the product our keyword? Is the product our keyword, Lauren? Correct. We're going to underline that. And the product means multiplication or divide?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. We could go ahead and put our times right here in the middle. Alright? And what is our number? What is our letter actually?
G.
G. So we go ahead and put G. So we got G times. And what's our number that we're timing by, Rachel?
Your times by 18.
18. So remember that we want to find our keyword, and after we find the keyword, we're going to look at our letter that we don't know, as well as our number. Alright. So let's do another one, and you help me through this. I want you to help me through each of the steps. Let's go through each of the steps. Instead of writing out the answer already, just go through the steps with me. Alright. So this next one, we're going to do n divided by 6. N divided by 6. So what's the first thing? We have an equation. We looked at an equation. What are we going to look at first, Natalie? And we know that by y. So we know that by, is the word divide by, is that our key word? It is. So we know that we're dividing. So you can just put dividing. So, and what's our ones that we're dividing? Just go ahead and nail it out. What's n? And what? 6.
Yeah,
she said.
Good job. Alright, and just kind of put it, we're going to do one that actually contains, exactly, good job. That's correct. Alright, everyone pay attention. We're going to do one that actually contains the addition that we kind of learned last time, as well as the multiplication. So in this one we have 5 times the sum of 3 and the number. So we have both the addition part in here, and we also have
Is that right?
No. Do you remember when you guys did the original notes? Actually, if they refer back to the original notes, I'll help. The very top word I told you put in parentheses, and sum was one of those words. And that was to help you put it in parentheses, because